It's intercepted again.
It is recovered by the Texans. They'll have a chance to punt it. This time it was Greg Spires, a former Florida State standout, putting the heat on along with Booger McFarland, number 92.
What you're going to watch is the left side of the line just collapses, and Spires and Tretrick Darby just crush the left side of the offensive line, and that's not just one of those sacks where you get dragged down, Don. He got hit flush in the middle of his body. That hurts, and it's going to take a toll in this game if he continues to take shots like that.
He's taken about 3 hard ones so far in this Buck defense, looking a lot like the defense the Raiders faced last January in San Diego in the Super Bowl.
It's going to be a false
start. 98 offense. 5 yards. Still 4th down.
Well, you're playing against one of the best defenses in the league right now, and they have been for a few years. They're veteran. They know what's going on. And when they, particularly the pass rush of the Bucks, when they think they've got an edge, you can bet you're going to get it all day. And the Texans are going to see a lot of pressure on Ragone today.
So Chad Stanley stands back now at his 17-yard line. Reggie Barlow back deep for the Bucks. Here's a high punt, well hit by Stanley. Barlow moves up to it at the 26. Straight ahead, and he's knocked down at the 28-yard line. And there, the Buccaneers will go back on offense. That is the end of the first quarter with a score. Tampa Bay 7, Houston nothing. The Buccaneers scoring on their opening drive for the first time this season with a 7-0 lead. We'll return to Raymond James Stadium after these messages.
I think you should see this.
It's just a kid. Homo habilis was the first to use tools.
This is a G chord. He's learning, absorbing. He's getting smarter every day.
A player who makes a team great is more valuable than a great player.
We've always watched the stars. If you look at the sky, you can see the beginning of time.
Collecting data is only the first step toward wisdom, but sharing data is the first step toward community.
Chaos theory. Everything's about timing, kid.
Poetry.
Aeronautics.
Plumbing.
What he learns, we all learn. What he knows, we all benefit from.
Faster, better, cheaper.
Speak your mind. Don't back down.
Does he have a name?
His name is Linux.
Big old Michael Strahan! You ain't got nothing! How about them Cowboys?
Offensive behavior. Another side effect of hunger. Stop hunger from stopping you. Grab a Snickers, peanuts, caramel, and chocolate. Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
If men are so insensitive, why do they need 9 personal comfort settings? Spectra from Norelco. Ultra close, ultra comfortable. Guaranteed.
It began with 16. Now it's down to 4. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Dara, Sassy Sandra,
I can get out too!
Lil, or Survivor's most notorious liar, Johnny Rotten?
I'm the king of men and they're women.
He's an ass.
The Survivor season finale and live reunion show tonight after 60 Minutes.
Monty Kiffin, the outstanding defensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Bucks, working with his guys who've done a big job so far in this game. And now the Buccaneers, who've not won 2 games in a row all season, start off again, leading 7-0 as we begin the second quarter. Thomas Jones rockets ahead for a gain of almost 9 yards on first down. Monday on CBS, Christmas with Raymond is always an event. This year, you won't believe what he uncovers in a stockpile of unwanted presents from seasons past. This is one holiday treat you won't want to miss. And all new Everybody Loves Raymond, Monday here on CBS. Ball positioned on the run by Thomas Jones at the 42-yard line. Second down and just over 1. Jones playing 7 yards back of his quarterback, gets the handoff. Marker goes down. If the play goes, he worked for enough yards to get the first down.
Offside, 99 defense, 5 yards. Result,
now let's go back to Jim Nance in New York for this update.
All right, thank you, Don. I know it's 67 degrees down there in Tampa. You might have a hard time getting home tonight. This is the scene at Giant Stadium. Football follies time as Chad Pennington gets sacked. Slippery football, and all the snow continues to fall. Let's go back to you.
Don, I played in Buffalo, and let me tell you, there's a double-edged sword. It's a lot of fun to play in a game like that, but then again, it's not all that fun at certain times. What a crazy game that makes it.
And now here is the handoff to Thomas Jones, and again he's ahead for yards with that burst. Well, you played in Buffalo for 12 years. I grew up there, and as they used to say in Buffalo, the only people that can withstand a Buffalo winter are native Buffalonians and other fur-bearing animals. It's rough.
It is rough. It is rough. Yeah, 10 inches of snow in Buffalo is a dusting.
Jones today, Steve, 10 rushes, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And that spells big trouble for the Texan defense.
But the more you watch tape, watch his career, this Brad Johnson is one of the most underrated players in the NFL. I mean, he is a terrific quarterback. Well, his quarterback rating for a 10-year career is over 84. I mean, he's an all-timer, really.
Well, one of the things about him is he manages the game, and you can see the kind of company he keeps. But the thing about him is he's a leader in the huddle. He knows how to manage a game. He finds all his options. He's very patient as a quarterback. This is an offense that has a lot of things to think about, and he handles those all very well. He spreads the football around, and he's a tough quarterback to defend.
And he wins. His career winning percentage as a starter, 62%, 57 and 35. 62% wins, and here is the throw right on time. As coming out of the backfield with the fullback, Jameel Cook, who doesn't get a lot of looks, but that time he got one for a 20-yard gain.
This is a Tampa Bay offense that just throws the football around. I mean, I mentioned that Brad Johnson keeps it all at his fingertips. He knows who's out there. He knows who's available, how many options he has, and he finds Jameel Cook, a fullback, split out as a wide receiver. I mean, how tough is that to match up as a defense? You got to sort out the shifts and the motion, and you find yourself defending a pass to a fullback at the sidelines. That's a tough thing to do as a defense.
Right now, the Bucs are looking very impressive on both sides of the ball. They got everything sorted out early on in this game. Pitch back. Running with the ball now is Aaron Stecker. New back, same results. Plus yards on the run play. The Buccaneers are challenging again.
Well, now the Bucs are getting a look at everybody. I mean, this is a running play off the side, and once again, the Bucs shift and move, and then they go in motion after they shift. And Houston is having a hard time staying aggressive when they're thinking about whether they're lined up properly. I mean, this also puts a lot of pressure on Vic Fangio, the coordinator for the Texans. He's got to make sure he's got a defense called that his team can execute against a multitude of formations.
And Johnson continues to execute well throwing the ball. He's completed 5 of 7 for 54 yards. This time Thomas Jones gets pounded. His younger brother, who will be playing in the NFL next year, is the 1,000-yard rusher this season. One of maybe the only bright spot for the Fighting Irish. His brother Julius Jones, a tremendous senior year, had 4 games over 200 yards rushing.
Yeah, this is a guy that when you see these guys like Jamie Sharper and you see him get a chance to finally make a tackle in the backfield, there's a little extra. And this is Vic Fangio right here, who's not scratching his head right now, but certainly he's trying to think about what he can do to corral this offense that is hitting on all cylinders in the early going.
Well, last year the Texans had one of the NFL's best offenses, best defenses, a top 10 defense as the pass is overthrown. But this year the injuries have just been devastating to key players like Seth Payne and Gary Walker, defensive linemen. And they just aren't the same team. They don't have the personnel they had.
Yeah, and Brad Johnson on that play just threw it away. Keenan McCardell was out there. He probably could have forced it in, but it was going to be maybe a catch and a fumble. He didn't think he was going to get the first down. He just threw it over the head of Keenan McCardell and welcomed Gramatica onto the field.
But Martin Gramatica has not been Automatica this season, as his nickname goes. 11 of 20 on field goals. But his first try today is right down the pipe. And he gets a standing ovation. This very popular kicker, a native of Argentina. A 36-yard field goal extends the lead to 10-0.
The 7-passenger, electronic four-wheel drive Acura MDX. Power and safety, living in perfect harmony.
Just stop. That's not on anybody's list.
Hectic holiday shopping can wear you down, so Staples makes it simple with digital and technology gifts that are easy to buy. And right now, Staples.com orders are delivered free. Holiday gifts at Staples. That was easy.
We ride together. We die together. Bad Boys for life.
Bad Boys 2. Own it now on DVD.
The Braun Synchro cuts more efficiently because it's the first shaver with a 4-way moving head. And its automatic self-cleaning system leaves your shaver so clean it feels like new every day. Braun Synchro. We challenge you to find a better dry shaver.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. The NFL is also on Saturday. 2 of the top teams battle it out when Kansas City drives into Minnesota next Saturday on CBS.
Doug's wife is helping out at his office.
If it's cool with you.
All new King of Queens, CBS Wednesday.
There is Warren Sapp, 6-time a Pro Bowl player, but out today with a foot injury, an ailing heel.
He's got plantar fascia problem.
That's a tough injury.
Oh, it's a nagging injury. You've got to get that 100%.
And rest is the only way to get it back. Here is a line drive kick hit downfield. Man, that was came off the bat hard. And here's an upfield run by J.J. Moses. A dangerous little man, and he works it across the 30. And then a penalty marker comes in. Might be a blocking foul. Todd Yoder makes the tackle on special teams for the Bucs.
I think Billy Miller might have gotten caught in an illegal hold on the return, and that's, penalties, Don, are just one of those things. Sometimes they hurt, sometimes they don't. But when you get
holding,
most of them,
number 82 during the run back, 10 yards, first down.
You're amazing. I could see that it was Billy Miller.
Billy Miller on a hold.
Today we're going to test the tractor beam from Ratchet and Clank going commando. Oh, nice, Steve. Nice job. Nice job.
No, turn it off! No, turn it off!
Sweet.
The tractor beam, one of 51 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
Be there first. Where no sports sedan has been before. The all-new 270 horsepower Acura TL. A higher form of performance.
Norelco Advantage with gel prevents nicks and cuts. Oh, how we'll miss them. Advantage from Norelco. Ultra close, ultra comfortable. Guaranteed.
I know a little something about making good moves.
Make your move. Talk to your doctor about Viagra today.
To learn more, race over to Viagra.com.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Dinner that fills you up right. Make it Campbell's instead. Norelco, ultra close, ultra comfortable, guaranteed. And by PlayStation 2.
Maybe the Buccaneers are taking no prisoners today. A 10-0 lead. As you can't win, Steve, unless you can't score. And the Houston Texans have really gone to an offensive front. No points in the last 6.5 quarters. No points at all. Ragone buys some time with his feet. Long ball. He's got a guy. Andre Johnson had it and lost it. Would have gone for a 60-yard gain, but Johnson diving at the ball, the former All-American from Miami of Florida, a former Rose Bowl MVP for the Hurricanes.
And when you've got a guy like Andre Johnson, you see there as he gives John Lynch the out move, then comes across on the post, sensational route, and he's got to catch that ball. That's the second one they've had open deep, and they haven't connected on either one of them.
But they've been so close. It's coming again before long because they're not going to move the ball down the field.
You see there, 2 touchdowns in the last 31 possessions. That's a lot of football with not much result, Don.
Well, you can get a touchdown fast if they hit one of those deep balls. And they're coming close, and more are coming. Now he might have a clock violation. It is
delay of game. Offense, 5 yards. It is second down.
Ragone did not have one delay of game called against his offense last year, getting to play in action against Jacksonville, which is rare for a rookie quarterback.
You have a rookie quarterback coming in, and no matter how well it goes, even if it goes well in his first game, if it goes bad in his first game, it doesn't matter. It gets worse the first couple of games after that, because then teams get a handle on it, and they start saying, okay, we're going to do a lot of things to take your weapons away, and it all falls on his shoulders, and they can embarrass you in this league, Don.
And here is a handoff, and Dominic Davis breaks it ahead on a 2nd and 15 play. He's ahead for a gain of over 14 yards, just short of a first down. Jermaine Phillips gets him down, so that's the first good run of the day for the Texans.
One of the things about this offense is that Dominic Davis has had his best rushing days against defenses that were patterned after Tampa Bay's defense. Indianapolis, he had a good game. Jets, he had a good game, and they play similar defensive schemes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he had good days against them.
Let's see if he has another good run as he dives ahead, and on 3rd down and short, the linesman comes in, and it looks like they're going to get the spot, Steve. Shelton Quarles and Ryan Neese, 2 backers, combine on the stop for the Bucs.
Their second first down of the day. They have struggled mightily in this first half on offense, and you got to look back, Don, and you look at this game and the little things that get away. The 2 long passes to Andre Johnson would have changed the game completely, but that's the story in the NFL. You got to make those plays to be in the game, and right now the Texans cannot do it.
But they do make a couple of plays on this drive, the 1st and 15 run, and then the 3rd down 1-yard run that was needed. And here is Davis cutting back, a very good back who was drafted in the 4th round. Follow the playoff race with our exclusive projected seeds, brackets, and all of the playoff clinching scenarios. Just click on playoff race at CBSSportsline.com. Don Criqui with Steve Tasker, Raymond James Stadium, Tampa, Florida. The Buccaneers, reigning world champions, looking to go on a run down the stretch of the season. They won last week at New Orleans, have not won 2 in a row all season. They need to win out and hope for help to get back in the playoffs. But the way they're playing today, if they get in, it might be pretty good again. 2nd down and 4. Ragone, play fakes. Another long ball. That's Andre Johnson. And again, he almost comes down with it. Hey, 2 good things can happen in a long ball like that. Of course, it can be caught, which is the best thing, but also there can be a pass interference call.
Yeah, and that's, you can understand why Chris Palmer says he's got an accurate deep ball, and this is right on the money. And Andre Johnson, I mean, he made his name as a rookie this year making catches like that, and he's missed 3 already in the first half.
Roniel Whitaker might have had some contact before the ball got there. This brings up 3rd and 5, so Ragone sets up under center. 4-man rush. Here's a throw, and an overthrown ball as Ragone, strong of arm, overshoots Corey Bradford. And the Houston Texans have to punt the ball back to Tampa Bay with 7:45 to go in the half.
You know, as a young quarterback, one of the problems you always have is, and that ball got tipped after it left his hand, But one of the things we noticed, and some of the Texans players mentioned, Billy Miller in particular, the Ragone, he's so young and excited. He throws everything like a rocket. And that's a tough thing to learn, is touch in this league. When everybody's coming down on you, you feel the pressure, you want to throw it hard. Sometimes you're not supposed to.
He threw that last one about as hard as he can throw it. I mean, that was, if the ball was on target, I don't think he could have caught it. Has a big arm. Here is the punt hit downfield by Stanley. Barlow comes up on it at the 24-yard line, signaling for a fair catch. And there, the Buccaneers will go on offense 1st and 10. We'll be back to Tampa, Florida after a 39-yard punt, no return.
Hi, Tom. I know it's your first day, but we could really use your help.
You got it.
Thanks. We're just in a bit of a jam. All this has to get out today.
Yeah, I don't do shipping.
Oh, no. It's very easy. We use FedEx.com. Anybody can do it.
You don't understand. I have an MBA.
Oh, you have an MBA. In that case, I'll have to show you how to do it.
FedEx.com makes shipping so fast and easy, even an MBA can do it. Relax, it's FedEx.
Hey, how are you guys?
We have no idea what to get our son.
How about a PlayStation?
Nah, I think he's too old for a jungle gym.
You know, maybe just get him a Best Buy gift card.
The Best Buy gift card. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours.
Meet Blue Cash from American Express.
Here's the fun in the original one. Dr. Pepper, Cindy Lauper, the taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, salute individuality. Yes,
Rich Eisen, behind the scenes, only on the NFL Network.
There it is, a win for the ages.
A tradition unlike any other, the Masters on CBS Sports.
The quarterback trust. Counseling Dave Ragone, David Carr off to the right. Trying to find answers. The one thing that's looked real close to being sensational for the Texans is the deep ball. They've almost hit 3 of them.
And they've been trying to go deep, and I think it's a smart move. Get that defense backed out of there and give Dominic Davis a little more room for the run game. As long as you continue to go deep and just miss, they've still got to defend it and spend a lot of attention doing so.
We're going to see more of it. Now it's Brad Johnson looking over the middle, and he fires a strike, hitting Charles Lee. The guy who stepped in as the starter after the dismissal of Keyshawn Johnson. Charles Lee caught 16 passes in the previous 3 games, and his first catch of this day is good for 14 yards.
Yeah, and that says a lot about, well, considering what's happened in Tampa Bay this week, it says a lot about the personnel people with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. To have a guy step in when you lose a guy like Keyshawn, step in and catch 16 balls in the first 3 games of his career as a starter.
Yeah, they really like him. He's big, Charles Lee, at 6'3", 228. Was originally a draft choice of Green Bay. Here's a throw and a catch, and how in the world did Lee come down with the ball? As the hit was made as soon as the ball arrived by Marcus Coleman, and yet Lee makes another play.
And this is a quick timing route. You see at the top, he's going to come in. Watch Coleman jump right on, and he hits him, no question, before the ball gets there. But the ball is so well thrown, just traps it against his chest, and it's a 9-yard gain. I mean, that's a great offense, and that's guys who just know each other. And I think this is the guy that surprisingly Brad Johnson throws to like that, and they trust him.
And they trust Johnson. He's hit 7 of 10 for 77 yards. Here's a handoff, and Thomas Jones is taken down for a loss of 2 yards on a 2nd and 1 play. Jamie Sharper runs him down, the #1 tackler for the Texans.
That's a great play by Sharper. He knifed through and had to catch Jones from behind. Watch as he comes right through the gap. As they try and cut him at the line, he sidesteps it and gets right into the backfield. And that's the one thing about it, Dom. Everybody in this league can run. And these linebackers, especially for the Texans who run the 3-4, they can run all over the field.
Look at the numbers for Jamie Sharper, 11 tackles today.
And that's in the first half. Somebody's playing good over there.
And he's also a pass rush threat. He's got 4 sacks this year. Here is a throw and a catch. Out of the backfield, Michael Pittman is on the run. Inside the 20. Looks for a block.
It's going to come back.
And the whole thing's coming back. There are 2 penalty markers down from the area where Brad Johnson threw the ball.
Yeah, they got a hold right before Johnson throws the ball. If he doesn't throw it, he throws it, he's sacked.
10 yards, repeat, third down.
No question, it was a good call. Both officials threw the flag. They got horse collared right at the point where they're about to sack Johnson, and that's just an offensive lineman getting desperate. This is Cozy Coleman right there. Watch as he's working right there against Junior Ioane, and he just pulls him, and he tries to get away from it, and it's right in the face of the officials, exactly what they're looking for, and that's a costly one.
It sure was. It negates a 48-yard gain. You talked, Steve, about working with those team of officials during the week. Well, it's paid off. That was the first penalty of this day against the Bucs.
Well, forget the 40. It's not only 48 yards, it's 58 yards because they lose the 48-yard gain and plus 10 yards, and they got to play third down again. That's what's killed them all year.
It was very good math. And here's a dump off to Thomas Jones, and he gets ahead for a first down on third down and 14. Little slip screen over the middle to Thomas Jones is good for 17 yards and a first down.
And that's got to be demoralizing for the Texan defense.
Even brought the sun out a little bit here.
And Brad Johnson, I mean, this is a championship football team. The Bucs come out, they get a 3rd and 15. They don't even miss a play. They don't get the delay of game. They get back to the huddle. They know they're disciplined. You see a lot of teams that have a big play like that. They can't even get the next play off because they're disgusted. They huddle up. They come out, run a slip screen, first down. That is a championship team that can do that.
Yeah, that's impressive. Making the third down conversion on a 3rd and long after a penalty. And here is a pump fake, and now Brad Johnson fires the ball away. Somebody might have got a piece of his face mask and they took a swipe at him. We'll see what Jerry Austin says.
It's going to be a 5-yard face mask penalty.
Face mask, 5 yards. Repeat, first down.
Inadvertent face mask. You'll see them swipe at him trying to tackle him.
And this Kylie Wong right here. He's going to give him. You'll see as he reaches out, he just gets the face mask. And they're going to call it, especially in a quarterback.
It's a good call.
It is a good call.
The rule is very strictly enforced.
Well, even he hit him in the head, which could be construed as a personal foul. He got lucky with a 5-yard face mask penalty.
The Bucs and the Texans met in the preseason last August. Tampa Bay defeated Houston 34-3 in that game. Today, as you see, when it counts, it's 10-0 Tampa Bay. Jones breaks a tackle out of the University of Virginia. He was the 7th player picked in the entire draft when he came out of UVA 4 years ago by the Arizona Cardinals. Had some injury problems there. Was not productive a few other years. He was a great signing by this team.
I'll tell you what, Don, when you're picked in the draft that high, there's always one thing that all those guys have in common. They're almost freakish in their athletic ability. I mean, these guys test out running, jumping, strength, coordination at the top of the food chain. And they may get something is wrong about them, their character or the way they run or whatever. But I'll tell you what, physically, they're special.
You can't play in this league unless you can run, no matter what the position. And now Johnson spots an open receiver. Look at that snag. Ricky Dudley, who has never been the producer they thought he'd be when he came out of Ohio State. That time makes a big league play. A hands grab, fingertip catch for 9 yards and a first down.
Ricky Dudley's another former high #1 draft pick, a tight end. You see there as he turns, and that's a basketball play right there. A guy who sees on the fast break, the ball's behind him, spins his whole body, gets both hands back there. That's a fundamentally perfect way to catch a pass like that.
If you got hands like that, well, he was a 2-year starter for the Ohio State basketball team also. That good an athlete is Ricky Dudley. Timing throw, a beautifully connected pass is over the middle. The ball goes to Keenan McCardell. And with the sharp passing of Brad Johnson, good for an 11-yard throw there. The Bucs drive on.
He's right here. Is he going to come in working against Coleman? Gets him to lean, turn his feet outside, cuts back underneath him, and that's all the space you need on a quick throw. And this is a veteran, 12 years playing wide receiver in the NFL. Don, you learn a lot of things running that many routes at this level.
He's been a terrific player for a long time, Keenan McCardell. Johnson pump faking, goes to the end zone. Incomplete. It was coming out of the backfield was Michael Pittman, the running back. Marlon McCree, the free safety of the Texans, running with him.
And this is the matchup you get, and they had the pump fake, the hesitation and go, and Pittman running. You can see how well he tracks that ball, just like a receiver. That's why he's out there. You get him matched up against a safety, and smartly the Texans play McCree off of him because you can't bump a guy like Pittman up at the line. Pittman will pick you up and throw you into the stands.
He's a strong guy. Rushing for over 700 yards this year at 4 a carry. Now he has 58 catches this year with 1 today. Johnson pitches back on 2nd and 10, and a terrific play coming up from the corner is Kenny Wright. Starting for the injured Aaron Glenn, as we're down now to the 2-minute warning in Tampa, Florida. The world champion Buccaneers hold a 10-0 lead.
Come away. Come away to Neverland.
This Christmas,
There are mermaids, Indians, pirates.
escape to a place
Bring me those children!
where anything is possible.
Brace yourselves, lads.
Oh no. Peter Pan, rated PG. At theaters Christmas Day.
CBS Monday on Yes Dear. What should you give your boss for the holidays?
I loaned her to Savitsky for the night.
Hey, can I get her for the night?
Get out. Then it's an all-new Still Standing Christmas.
Wasn't that exciting, cutting down our own tree? Especially when that guy started chasing us out of his yard.
And Ray uncovers the ghost of Christmas presents past.
Would you like a popcorn popper?
Then Charlie's brother gets a whole new look for the holidays.
That's it. We need a gay guy.
2.5 Men on an all-new CBS Very Merry Monday. And later, Liv Tyler joins Dave on an all-new Late Show.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Peter Pan. This Christmas, discover the timeless story as you've never seen it before. Starts Christmas Day. And by Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Cold, down, easy.
Coming up on the Nextel halftime report, join Jim, Dan, Dion, and Boomer for all of today's NFL scores, stats, and highlights. As we start down the stretch run of season 2003, and the 10th play of this drive is coming up now for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Gruden's team starting this drive back on their 24-yard line. He mentioned earlier about the horror show that start positions have been for his team, particularly in the first half this year. Due in large part to an inordinate number of penalties. The only team coming in with over 1,000 yards in penalties assessed against them were the Bucks. Here's a throw, and coming back at the ball is McCardell. Linesman comes in, and it's going to be right at the spot for a first down, so it'll be 1st and goal. McCardell makes a 13-yard catch.
Well, if you're the Texan defense and you've got the Bucks twice on this drive converting 3rd and 10 plus, you're struggling in all phases. I mean, the Bucks have run the football well, and even when the Texan defense is successful on 1st and 2nd, the Bucks have converted 3rd and long. They've got to find a way to get this Buck offense off the field.
Houston's defense ranks 31st in the league starting today. And now in disgust, Johnson throws the ball down. It was a pre-snap foul for a false start is going to be signaled against the Bucks.
False start, 87 offense, 5 yards, it's still 1st down.
Cardell left early. I think the ball was heading his way.
Yeah, get a little head start on a route. You know when your number is called. When you talk about what we spoke about, Gruden bringing in the officiating crew into practice. I mean, that makes a statement to your players. They look around, and because you get into a real routine during the season, and you see these guys come out there and say, wait a minute, and they kind of start to get the message.
Here's a guy that delivers the message in the huddle. Everybody's looking for the ball because he sees every receiver, Brad Johnson. This time he pitches back to Thomas Jones, and he heads inside the 10-yard line. Wow. Jamie Sharp, who was on the stop, a 9-yard gain.
This offensive line for the Buccaneers is really playing well up front. Watch as they all come out and get right in front of the running back, and he just latches on to him like a caboose on a train, and here we go, right to the crossing.
So as the Bucs are driving, perhaps towards another score, there's a break in the action in Tampa.
All right, here we go. On 3. 1. I got it.
The CRV from Honda. For the way you really live. Or want to.
Okay, plan B.
The difference in carbs between Miller Lite and Coors Light is only 1.8 grams. You can burn 1.8 grams while you're holiday shopping. Online. So be a smart shopper and buy some Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light.
Mike, Sue.
Yes.
Love and honor.
Yep.
Sickness, health.
Uh-huh.
Objections? Rings? Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Kiss? Husband and wife. Next.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
The difference in carbs between Miller Lite and Coors Light is as little as 1.8 grams. The difference in taste is as big as the Rockies. Drink Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light.
Kidnapping is dangerous.
It was supposed to be a game.
She fought back.
Your girlfriend needed to get kidnapped to get excited?
But somebody changed the rules. Now, to catch the killer,
He came in through here.
CSI must find all the players.
She looked him right in the eyes.
And he looked back.
All new CSI Miami, CBS Monday.
Coming up on the Nextel halftime report, join Jim, Dan, Deanna, and Boomer for all of today's scores, stats, and highlights from around the NFL. And right now, the reigning Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers battling to get back in, looking to close out the season with 4 straight wins. They got one last week coming from behind at New Orleans. A game that totally turned on a drop touchdown pass by Joe Horn. Well, New Orleans ready to go up 14-0. He dropped the ball, and soon after, the Bucs had taken over the game. Now a ball is slapped back at Big Brad Johnson. Stopping the clock with 47 seconds left to play.
You see here, this play comes wide open to Pittman right there. He tries to throw the ball to Michael Pittman, and he just can't get it through the traffic. And once again, Steve Martin bats down a pass, second one of the day.
Steve, you know, coaches put in an awful lot of time as we look now at the pass rushers getting ready to come after Brad Johnson, but they say that Gruden sleeps 3 hours a night. Is that legit, or is that a likely story?
I don't know. If you go, all I know is when people call the Tampa Bay office at any time of day, he's usually the one picking up the phone.
How about Kaufman when he coached for the Giants? Calling Christmas Day and he's in the office. Man alive. Helmet comes flying off. Michael Pittman, as he is really leveled.
There's a flag deep in the end zone or at the goal line in the secondary. Watch as he catches this. You said it. Man alive.
The offense. The call's against the offense. The pass interference call.
Pass interference, 82 offense. The penalty is declined, 4th down.
Once again, the penalties are a factor, but that was a play that, oh man. And if you're wondering at home, yeah, it hurts. You get hit like that and the helmet comes off.
Yeah, you've knocked a few helmets off. I know that. I don't know how many times yours has come off. But
more than I'd like to remember. More than I can remember, I think, unfortunately. Concussions are a major part of my past.
Well, you're functioning well. You bounced back nicely.
I get by, I guess, but...
Here is Gramatica now, who hit from 36 yards, trying from 23. Tom Tupa, his holder, said he's been working on keeping his head down. We talked to him at practice Friday. So Martin, the Argentine, is in good form today. A very beloved figure in the Tampa Bay area, and he extends the Buccaneers' lead to 13-0. He'll kick off in a moment.
I would have gone vanilla with that sweater.
Ice cream, $3.
I think I would have parked a little closer.
Gas, $22.
Whoa. I think...
Haircut, $30.
What? I would have looked out for the water main. But that's just me.
Monday morning quarterbacks, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
I would have double-bagged it.
John Lynch and his mom are coming to your home.
Hey, how you doing? John Lynch, how you doing? Very nice to meet you. Come in, let's go.
And they're bringing dinner. New Campbell's Chunky Grilled Chicken and Sausage Gumbo. Hearty chunks of savory meat, veggies, and rice.
What do you say I autograph?
Sure beats another frozen dinner.
Come on, check out the plate. Can we play a little bit? Mom doesn't like me rough. Come on, get hit me a little bit.
Have chunky soup for dinner.
That was great.
Make it Campbell's instead.
Brad Johnson walks the sidelines, having engineered the Buccaneers to a 13-0 lead. Grammatica ready to kick off. He's hit 2 field goals in as many tries. Thomas Jones scored an opening drive, 18-yard touchdown run for the game's only touchdown. Here comes J.J. Moses for Houston. Man alive. There's some hitting today. After Pittman just had his helmet knocked off by a Texan, little J.J. Moses gets popped.
Don, I remember I covered kicks for a long time, Don, and that just makes your whole week as a coverage guy.
That was Phillips, Jermaine Phillips, a second-year player from Georgia.
You lay awake in bed after the game, going to sleep that night, and you just smile for that hit.
Brings happy memories, if you have any.
All right.
Now let's see what Dave Ragone can do with only 26 seconds left. We know he'll be going deeper, won't he? Now he hands off up the middle. And Dominic Davis gets some plus yards, but the clock continues to run down to 19 seconds, and the Houston Texans call timeout. So Dom Capers will counsel his young quarterback while we're away.
Wrangler 5-star premium quality denim. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
Monday on CBS, this kidnapping was supposed to be a game, but somebody wound up dead. And now CSI must find the missing player. Don't miss an all-new CSI Miami Monday here on CBS. Back to the run go the Houston Texans with time winding down and out here in the first half.
Don, I got a question. If there's 19 seconds left, you're going to call a timeout. Why would you run the ball after that? And they call another timeout. I don't understand. If you're going to call a timeout, throw it deep.
What are you holding now?
A six-pack.
A six-pack? Brilliant! What'd you do?
Well, I figured out how to carry 6 beers at the same time.
Carry 6 beers at the same time? Brilliant! Let's drink them.
You know, I've been thinking, it might not be the smartest idea to drink 6 beers at the same time.
Don't drink 6 beers at the same time. Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Drink Guinness draft straight from the bottle, and always enjoy it responsibly.
Brilliant!
Dom Capers has his team, they've called consecutive timeouts, but they continue to run the ball right up the middle now. It's 1st and 10. And they run the ball right up the middle. Not for much as Hollings runs it this time.
And now they call their 3rd timeout.
Why are they doing this?
I do not understand. If you're going to call a timeout and run the ball, what are you trying to save time for?
At 6:02 a.m., a cargo jet flew through this airspace. At 2:15 p.m., a shipment of soccer cleats immediately cleared customs. And at 1:32 a.m., a critical part was delivered to this refinery to keep it running. Who made all of these things happen? UPS. Commerce. Synchronized.
We're back, and this will be the final play of the first half. As Ragone takes a look, throws an out pattern, Miller catches it and goes out of bounds as time runs out, so that will do it. That is the end of the first half with the score, Tampa Bay 13 and Houston nothing. An 18-yard touchdown run by Thomas Jones, the only TD of the first half. Jim Nantz and company will be waiting for you with the Nextel halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS, the home of Super Bowl 38.
CBS Thursday will keep you guessing. An unusual weapon
That's a hammerhead.
leads to an unexpected twist.
It doesn't make sense.
You know what I hate? People who hurt kids.
An all-new CSI. Then, it was the perfect marriage. But when her husband disappears, she'll discover
His wife's 7 months pregnant and he's cruising gay bars?
she never knew him at all.
It's probably something he's been struggling with for a long time.
Luke is not gay.
All new without a trace after an all-new CSI CBS Thursday.
Catch 2.5 Men, TV's most watched new comedy, Monday on CBS.
Hey, come on into the boss's office. He's got something special on his computer, and you can have it too.
It's called 10 News Now. It keeps you in touch with what's happening right now.
Get the latest news, weather, and traffic right at your fingertips.
Get 10 News Now on your computer.
We're talking instant access.
Having lunch at your desk and you want to check the headlines? Just click here.
Need to see radar before heading out for a round of golf? Boom, it's right there now.
Traffic when you need it, before you jump in the car.
I love this, the alert system. When something big happens, you'll be one of the first to know with a message that appears instantly at the bottom of your screen.
Severe weather alerts, changes in national security, Amber alerts, and more. When we know, you'll know.
Sign up now. Go to TampaBase10.com and click on 10 News Now at the top of the home page.
It's free and it's safe for your computer.
Get connected to 10 News Now from Tampa Base 10. Download today for your chance to win $1,010 in cash.
This is a CBS News update on the capture of Saddam Hussein. Dan Rather reporting from CBS News World Headquarters in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Got him. That word this morning from Paul Bremer, the chief U.S. administrator in Iraq. Saddam Hussein is being held at an undisclosed location, possibly out of Iraq, now more than 24 hours after U.S. troops found him hiding in a small hole in the ground. A video made shortly after Saddam was caught shows him with a shaggy, graying beard being examined by a doctor who pronounced him in good health. Saddam had eluded capture ever since Baghdad fell in the spring, but in the end, he was found right where U.S. intelligence thought he'd be, near his hometown of Tikrit. U.S. troops found Saddam in a concealed hole near a small farm building. He was armed, including having a pistol, but he gave up without a fight. No shots were fired. The 4th Infantry Division commander said Saddam was, quote, living like a rat.
As we continue to conduct raids and capture people, we got more and more information on the families that were somewhat close to Saddam Hussein. Over the last 10 days or so, we brought in about 5 to 10 members of these families who then were able to give us even more information. And finally, we got the ultimate information from one of these individuals.
In a statement a short while ago at the White House, President Bush spoke directly to Iraqis.
And this afternoon, I have a message for the Iraqi people. You will not have to fear the rule of Saddam Hussein ever again. All Iraqis who take the side of freedom have taken the winning side.
Many Iraqis celebrated in the streets of Baghdad after learning their former ruler had been captured. Dan Rather reporting. Stay tuned to this CBS station for further updates on the capture of Saddam Hussein as developments warrant.
CBS Monday on Yes Dear, what should you give your boss for the holidays?
I loaned her to Savitsky for the night.
Hey, can I get her for the night?
Get out. Then it's an all-new Still Standing Christmas.
Wasn't that exciting, cutting down our own tree? Especially when that guy started chasing us out of his yard.
And Ray uncovers the ghost of Christmas presents past.
Would you like a popcorn popper?
Then Charlie's brother gets a whole new look for the holidays.
That's it. We need a gay guy.
2.5 Men on an all-new CBS Very Merry Monday. And later, Liv Tyler joins Dave on an all-new Late Show.
Let me tell you about the number 7. It's a card you fold in poker. Snow White had 7 dwarves because the guy who wrote it got sick of coming up with names. But that was before the playoffs, before the drive, before the comeback kid won back-to-back championships in old age. Now 7 makes people sleep better at night. 7's bigger than a city that's a mile high. That's how important the playoffs are. Before they showed up, 7 was just 13 minus 6. But now 7 is 7.
With Rich Eisen, only on the NFL Network.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report, sponsored by Nextel, nationwide walkie-talkie.
All right, friends, welcome to the Nextel Halftime Report. Jim Nance from our NFL Today studios here in New York. Dan Dion and Boomer are here, ready to go through all the highlights. Houston and Tampa have reached halftime, and the Bucs blanking them right now, 13-0.
Yeah, Dave, we're going really struggling for the Houston Texans, as you can see here. Also, Brad Johnson, 12 of 17, 130 yards, doing real well. And Jim, you know, I know you're a Houston guy. You really thought that Tampa Bay was going to be there this year for the Super Bowl, and I know that you're hoping that they win today.
Who are you talking about?
Tampa Bay. That's the way to put him out. Put him right on the spot.
Way to take care of me down here.
For him, hasn't he? Oh, I know.
Clapping with way to take care of me down in my home.
Clapping with his feet.
Hey, how about the Jags and the Patriots here today?
Play action pass. Somebody's got to be open. Who is it? Daniel Graham all alone. How can you get that open in the NFL? Leftwich, this is a bright young quarterback throwing to boys veteran Jimmy Smith, 67 yards, runs out of gas. Getting a little old right there. But watch it. Leftwich coming back. Look at this stroke. Oh, that's poetry in motion. Hitting Chris Muzar down the right sideline. 22-yard pickup, 3rd and goal. Brad Taylor, what are you thinking about? 13-6. Couple field goals by each team.
Hey, for you folks down in Houston, take a look here at the super stats here, and nothing really happening on the ground. But you remember that big rainstorm a couple of days ago? It's moved on up now, and we have it here in New York. Just check out that same system.
And how
here
about
it
this
is.
guy?
We had Dan over there for part of the game.
That's
back
my
in the
cousin.
studio now.
That's my cousin from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
All right, hey, they say that Jerome Bettis picked up 10 yards in this play. We're not so sure, but we'll give it to him. He passes Franco Harris on the NFL all-time leading rushing list. Congratulations to Jerome. But then the following start for the Jets. You take it, I'll take it. Chad Pennington's going to pick it up, run around. He's no Michael Vick. We can see that right there as Logan takes him down for a loss. And then Chad Pennington decides, well, you know what? I'm going to make a nice move. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And I'm going to throw it off the field. But Santana Moss is going to try to make a catch.
10 yards out of the end zone.
6-0. I don't know how the Jets got 6 points, but they're leading 6-0.
Well, there you go. Martin's got 52 yards.
But how do you know how many yards they have? You can't even see the line.
That's a good point there. Hey, the Titans lost 2 straight. They start Bullock today at quarterback. They are in trouble, Dan.
Yeah, it's Billy Bullock right there running through on this. Steve McNair's not happy about not starting, and Billy Bullock once again drops back here, 3rd down, finds Aaron Kenny, turns it upfield for a 14-yard gain and a first down. Nice play there. There's Gary Anderson, is 44 years old man. He kicks a 40-yard field goal, and Jeff Fisher, look at him, he loves the old boy right there. And then Drew Bledsoe, right at the end of the half, right, Bobby Shaw gets in for a touchdown. They replay, and he scores. Too many of that. Huh? 44, 40, touchdown. Yeah, no, there was one Buffalo touchdown.
Yeah, they had to review that from upstairs, but it held up. Bobby Shaw's in, and a 10-6 lead now for Buffalo, and the Titans could be, losing a 3rd straight here. They're in trouble. Meanwhile, the Colts, Edgerrin's running hard here today.
Running well. What do you expect? He's playing against Atlanta.
And Marvin Harrison's hauled on a touchdown. Kansas City has 2 Priest Home touchdown runs, 2 Trent Green touchdown passes, and that one's at 28-10.
Meanwhile, the Bears, they start Rex Grossman today at quarterback. And, Dion, you warned me the Bears have come up big here today. They're leading 10-3. The A-Train in with a touchdown on that one. Seattle down 21-9. Bolger's thrown a couple of touchdown passes here for the Rams, looking for a 13th straight home win. Then you got the 49ers and the Bengals. And Cincinnati leads it, a wild one, 21-17 at halftime. We're going to send you back to the second half of Tampa. It's the NFL on CBS continues in just a moment.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Sponsored by Nextel, nationwide walkie-talkie. Earlier on the NFL Today.
The script is already written. St. Louis versus Philadelphia in the championship game. That's going to be it.
We're looking for a head coach who's looking for partnership with a group of people there that are very talented.
Man, they call me CP, C-Pope, Porters, Booty Dude.
Let me give you your big hug and your kiss and wish you well. Go out, do your thing.
The NFL Today, next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern.
The kids with cancer that I've seen are tough people. I'm in the business where you have to be tough. But these kids take the cake when it comes to going out there and being brave.
Don't miss the Survivor finale and live reunion show, CBS tonight after 60 minutes.
Hurry to your local Southern Ford dealer and lease an 04 Escape XLS for just $239 a month with $999 down. Or lease an 04 Explorer XLS for just $299 a month with $999 down. Lease an 04 Expedition XLT for $399 a month with $999 down. Don't miss your chance at these incredible lease deals. And no matter which one you choose, you got to get to your local Southern Ford dealer now.
Where you been? Look again.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Quest, a revolutionary minivan featuring 5 Skyview windows, an innovative center console, automated side and rear lift doors, and fold-away second and third row seats. Moms have changed. Shouldn't the minivan?
They changed the McNuggets, you know. Why change McNuggets? Who changed the McNuggets? I love McNuggets. Nuggets don't need to be changed. If you're gonna change something, change broccoli. Change is good.
McDonald's new Chicken McNuggets are now made with white meat. Come on in, you'll love the change.
I'm loving it.
You know, the Ram has 20-inch available wheels.
Nice.
345 horses of genuine Hemi power. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm getting one too. Want to talk to my sales guy?
Act now during the Dodge year-end sales drive. Get 0% financing plus a $750 Conquest loyalty bonus or a $3,250 total cash allowance on 2004 Ram 1500 trucks. Hurry to your Dodge dealer today.
Go Bucks, baby! Ain't nothing like it. We gonna show you. CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Sponsored by Nextel, nationwide walkie-talkie.
Welcome back to Tampa. At the half, the Buccaneers lead the Texans in their first ever meeting, 13-0. Down cricket with Steve Tasker. The Houston Texans had -3 yards passing. Dave Ragone has missed about 3 long balls by a fraction of an inch. But you wonder, will David Carr be in? The answer, probably not, Steve, because of the ailing shoulder.
No, they'll really take some heat if they put David Carr into the second half after starting Dave Ragone because David Carr was injured. This is a team that has been totally dominated in the first half, have the Texans. And David Carr, I don't think you want to risk him going in there. His shoulder is not 100%. He's there as a backup, strictly as an emergency guy in case Ragone gets hurt. But if you put him in, you're putting him at risk. They've been sacked twice, but Ragone has been knocked around a lot. He has been under pressure. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense has really come today, and they're going to continue in the second half. Anybody who's back there as quarterback for the Texans is going to be under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, talking to some of the Tampa Bay Buck people at halftime, like Scott Brantley, a former linebacker, who's now one of the broadcasters, he said this is as good as they've looked in a long time.
Well, they won their game last week against New Orleans. They have not won 2 in a row. And I'll tell you what, this is the Tampa Bay team that has still got championship quality players on it. They play like champions. They lost a game earlier this year because they missed an extra point at the end of regulation. They blew an 11-point lead against Indianapolis late in a ball game. Otherwise, they're 7-5, not 5-7. And that says a lot about the quality of play in the National Football League.
It is unbelievable. A missed extra point in the Carolina game has kept them from being 7-6 and tied for first right now. Here is Stecker going wide, and he takes a hard jolt. If we look at the halftime stats, Evans coming down to make a hard hit.
And it's not pretty for the Texans. -3 yards for half. You need more than that out of your quarterback. And as you mentioned, he missed a couple of long pass plays to Andre Johnson. And you know what? I put those passes not on Raccoon, but on Johnson. Andre Johnson had those balls, or 2 of those balls, in his hands, and they were very catchable. And Dom Capers, you know, this team and the injuries that they have sustained throughout the course of the season has just finally caught up with this club late in the year.
There's Andre Johnson flipping a football around. He's going to be back in there before long, looking to get a deep ball as the Tampa Bay Bucks now intent to run the ball. The ball slammed right at them. Jay Foreman makes the stop. Thomas Jones runs again.
Well, this is the dominating performance of the Buccaneers in the first half, 12-17 for Brad Johnson. Thomas Jones has been very effective. 16 rushes for 69 yards and an impressive touchdown run. And then, of course, Keenan McCardell continues to be very productive for the Bucs in their offensive passing game. And that guy can get it done. He's done it for a long, long time in this league.
McCardell in his 12th year out of UNLV and out of, we mentioned, Waltrip High School in Houston. Johnson, quick timing throw. He's right on the numbers and then cutting back with some lost yardage. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 as Pittman gets the ball and is quickly tackled by number 43 of the Texans, Wright.
And I'll tell you what, Pittman has gotten a lot of balls thrown his way today. He's run the ball once or twice out of the backfield as a regular running back, but he's turned into a wide receiver. And you can see there as you watch him run off the field, you line up a small cornerback against the guy, and he's going to get lumped up. You've got to put somebody with some stature out there on him, but he's so nifty in the pass routes, they can't take him off the field.
And, Steve, every receiver is ready because this Johnson gets the ball to everybody. Johnson has completed over 60% of his passes for 8 straight years, and now on 3rd down, and Thomas Jones looked like he lost his footing. This is one of the best playing fields in the NFL. Players, when they review fields, they think this is one of the best year after year.
There was a real gully washer here this morning, Don. I mean, it rained hard for a long time, but the field was covered, and we were down on the field for about an hour before the game this morning. It's in great shape. It really is. Now, even though Jones lost his footing there, this field is dynamite.
Yeah, it's really good. A flat field, no crown. There is a J.J. Moses. You can tell he's ready. He's got his game face on, ready to return the punt. One thing about this Houston Texan team, they don't go away. They will fight it out till time runs out. Here's a punt hit downfield, a booming punt. J.J. back to the 16, 25. Looking for room to go, and he dives out to the 29-yard line. Aaron Stecker gets him on the floor. And it will be 1st and 10 as the sun breaks through now after a 56-yard punt and a 13-yard return.
You see there's a flag at the line of scrimmage. It looks like it was just as the punt got away. It'll be an interesting call.
This is one of your favorites, I know.
The play, the player was turned on his own. There's no holding.
Thank you, Jerry Austin. So Tom Tupa with a booming 56-yard punt, a net 43 after the return.
Life is measured not so much by what you do as by what you do for others. For almost 2 decades, the people of Southwest Airlines have helped make the Ronald McDonald House a home away from home for seriously ill children and their families. Here's to the special spirit that brings us all together, the spirit of hope.
Thus does fear manifest itself. The fear one is about to pay too much. Fortunately, Helzberg Diamonds Value Promise is a very effective antiperspirant. Helzberg Diamonds. Confidence comes in a burgundy box.
The greatest adventure of all time is here. The game is on.
Critics call it a mind-blowing adventure.
Eyes open.
With amazing action. Sean Connery. Get him! The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Own the DVD Tuesday.
Cheers.
Performance utility. Breakthrough. A holiday treat as two of college basketball's perennial powerhouses collide. The Kentucky Wildcats take on the Indiana Hoosiers next Saturday on CBS.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
We're back at Raymond James Stadium as right now the Tampa Bay Bucs go on defense, a top 5 defense, #1 in the NFL entering this game in scoring defense. They've given up the fewest points in the league this season. None today. Ragone, the rookie quarterback, trying to jumpstart the offense. An out pattern to start the half. And a good open field tackle. Then a penalty marker comes in after it. He gets the ball to Andre Johnson.
Flag. Tripping. 26 defense. 10 yards.
10-yard penalty.
Down. Yeah, and as Andre Johnson
26.
made the move around Dwight Smith, Smith tried to get up and trip him. Tried to trip him because he got faked out. Watch. It's going to be right out to the right of your screen. Watch as he makes the move. Smith, and they call that a trip. And I don't know. That's not a good call. I mean, he slid. He did get faked out, but he did not make any attempt to raise his leg and kick the leg of the receiver.
Texans felt it was a very astute administration of justice to get a first down and coach Gruden.
What do you think he thinks?
He's now walking the sidelines. Now he was walking the field.
And that's just the kind of stuff that drives a coach.
These Texans only -3 yards, -3 passing the ball in the first half, but they won't go away. And they will hit till the end, looking to force turnovers. Another quick out. Get it in the hands of your best player. And sure enough, 9-yard gain.
Well, they throw the ball to Andre Johnson for the quick out, but watch what they tried to do in the first half. The long pass, wide open, couldn't hit it. The long post pattern, had it in his hands and couldn't bring it in. And again down the sidelines, gets this one in his hands and can't pull it in. And that was the story of the first half for the Texans. If they hit those 3 plays, Don, it's a completely different football game.
But a lot of football to be played and more deep passes to come. Second and short to the run. Dominic Davis breaks into the secondary, and he's still working at it as he gets his way all the way down into the 33-4-yard line and breaks it for a first down. Lynch and Rondé Barber on the stop, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And you'll see here as he comes right down in this area, he's going to be very patient. Watch as he cuts back and the offensive line pull around. Todd Washington gets the great kick-out block, and he cuts right back up inside of Washington's block. Right there, you can see the room he has to run, and that's what an offensive line is supposed to do. And that's the adjustment you try and make at halftime, to kind of try and find some of that space.
Well, he's getting some space. This is the first time on this drive that the Texans have been across midfield on offense in the game. First down. Ragone. There's the long ball. Andre Johnson. And it's too far gone to even make a play on it, out of bounds. Johnson, a sensational talent. They're getting so much attention now. And there's also a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage. The signal's going to be against the Texans.
And they're going to repeat first down as, once again, that front 4 of Tampa Bay, they just strike an element of desperation into those offensive linemen. They feel like they've got to make that block, and they feel like if they can just hold it for a fraction of a second longer, it'll give Ragone that extra time he needs. But they got to latch on to do it, and they're getting caught.
And that puts them in difficult position now. It is first down and 20 from the 44-yard line for the rookie quarterback. Ragone timing throw and a fastball. On the run is the very fast Corey Bradford, and he gets it back for a 23-yard gain, a 24-yard gain. And in that long yardage play, he has a first down on a 1st and 20.
You said it, Don. That was a fastball like no other. Watch as Bradford runs the slant. This ball is on him in a millisecond. Almost gets by him on a 15-yard pass. And he almost gets by him before he can get his hands up. I mean, Ragone put everything on it. And that's one of the things. They say Ragone has a great arm. And Corey Bradford pulled that in. It's a great reception, a big play. They needed it just the right moment.
The 3 touchdowns that Bradford have scored, the average yardage on those 3 touchdowns, 72 yards per touchdown catch. And now Ragone, with his best chance today to get up points, wants to call a timeout with 10 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
Performance utility. Breakthrough. Introducing the Wild Mountain Combos from Wendy's. A hot, smoky Southwestern pepper sauce, Colby Jack, and bacon on a juicy hamburger or on Wendy's spicy chicken filet. Now that's something to remember. Wendy's, it's better here.
Hey, Bob. You get a new haircut?
No.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Did you lose weight?
Nope.
What's different? He finally asked his doctor about Viagra. Find out if a free sample is right for you.
Did you just talk to the doctor?
Yep. Ask your doctor and see the difference.
Just stop. That's not on anybody's list.
Hectic holiday shopping can wear you down, so Staples makes it simple with digital and technology gifts that are easy to buy. And right now, Staples.com orders are delivered free. Holiday gifts at Staples. That was easy.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Friendly, nonstop service all across the country. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. Wendy's Wild Mountain Chicken and Wild Mountain Bacon Cheeseburger. It's better here. And by Cadillac, bold vehicles defying convention.
We're back as the skies are threatening again, but there's been no rain during the game. Heavy rains this morning, and now Dave Ragone with his team at the 20-yard line, their deepest penetration of Buccaneer territory. First down. Ragone rolling out. And he throws the ball away, and the official right there says it was not grounding. Tight end Billy Miller was in the area of the ball, so a good play by Ragone as Simeon Rice was coming 100 miles an hour at him.
Yeah, he's going to roll out, and he's just not fast. Simeon Rice is going to run him down. I mean, he has no chance. He tries to get out of it, and Rice won't let it happen. And he did throw that football out there at about the feet of Billy Miller.
There was a receiver in the area where the ball went.
Yeah, it was not. Make no mistake. He was throwing it away, but Billy Miller was out there.
They haven't gone to the former University of Florida standout Jabbar Gaffney yet. He is out to the left side, and now they try to run the ball with Dominic Davis, and they've really shut him down. This rookie who came in with over 800 yards rushing. Today, 10 carries for 55 yards. He had a couple of good runs, but for the most part, they've been bottling him up.
Here you see Simeon Rice, and yeah, he's got 15 sacks. He's a great pass rusher, but right there, he plays the run perfectly. He is really, in this year, and lately in his career, has become an all-around excellent defensive end. And I think that comes from playing on a great defense. They command that of you.
Well, he told us, as you remember, Steve, that he asked him who the defensive MVP should be. He said, me. Simeon Rice. Here's an end zone ball. Receiver's there. And it's caught out of bounds. Andre Johnson got his hands on the ball, but was clearly out of bounds. And that brings up fourth down, and out comes the field goal team. They've got a good field goal game with the Texans. Chris Brown's their kicker. He has hit 14 of 15 inside the 50 this year.
You see here, there's no question he's out of bounds. Catches it, and both feet come down out of bounds. And that's the story of the day for Andre Johnson. Every time they've tried to give him a crucial catch, something has happened. He's either dropped it or it's been just out of reach.
This will be a 38-yard field goal, but a good start to the second half for the Texans as the field goal is hit up and good. So they stop the Buccaneers cold in their opening possession of the third quarter and then drive on their first possession to the Texans for their first points.
Just got all my shopping done.
Great.
Do. Jingle bells.
No, it's good.
I was in choir.
The holidays are here. Dash through your list today at Circuit City. Save $20 on this Olympus 3.2 megapixel digital camera. Just $229.99 after mail-in rebate. Save on great gifts in every department. Circuit City, we're with you.
The right truck.
Black coffee to go.
Does your truck have better resale value than Ford and Dodge? A Silverado half-ton pickup does.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, is this your truck?
What's it going for? What do you mean, what's it going for?
Let me make you an offer.
It's not for sale.
Leave it here. It's for sale.
It's not for sale.
Silverado. It's the right truck from Chevy. Silverado is the only full-size pickup available with OnStar.
Access NFL.com for live scores and stats. And after the games, AOL members get exclusive NFL.com features only on AOL.
Andy Roddick is the U.S. Open champion.
The U.S. Open on CBS Sports.
Dave Ragone on the phone talking to upstairs where he moved his team nicely on their opening possession of the third quarter. And the Texans off the foot of number 3, Chris Brown, scored their first points in the last 7 quarters. That field goal, all the point production they've had in the last 7 quarters. Of course, no points last week at Jacksonville. Brown hits the ball high and deep. A well-hit ball that Aaron Stecker backpedals for and will down in the end zone. Tonight on CBS, it's the most anticipated Survivor finale yet. 4 castaways, 3 tribal councils, 2 unforgettable hours, and then only 1 ultimate survivor. Don't miss the Survivor season finale and the live reunion show tonight at 8, 7 Central on CBS.
There's a survivorship there. This is one of the coolest stadiums in the league, Don. It's really a happening when the Bucs come here. And that pirate ship is one of a kind.
And they do quite a food service job at halftime, Steve. I guess when you're world champions, you serve up bananas flambé. Never got a shot at them because the line was long.
They don't mess around up here in the championship.
I was trying, though. Here's a swing pass. It's off the hands of Aaron Stecker. Marcus Coleman defending on the play.
You know, we saw the Texans go down. They got more yards in the first drive after halftime they had in the entire first half, and now the Bucs come out after halftime. Both these clubs, you know, sit down. And for those of you who wonder what it's like in halftime, you sit down and your coaches tell you, listen, this is what they're doing against us. This is how we're going to change to get to do to them what they've been doing to us. It's just a real classroom experience. And you see there 0 touchdowns in the second half. We'll see what adjustments the Bucs have made offensively.
Here is Johnson, starting to run out of time. Now he buys a little bit. Here comes the heat. Long ball downfield. He's got a guy. And on the run is Charles Lee. The race is on. Can they hone him in? Wright goes after him. Cuts him inside the 10. But the biggest play of the game, a long ball to Charles Lee, the guy who's replaced Keyshawn Johnson in the Bucs starting lineup.
And this play was made by Brad Johnson's ability to buy time. 72-yard play, and Brad Johnson was really the key. He stood back there, was very patient. He did not panic. Watch the poise that he has. He looks to his right. Nobody there. Looks back to his left. The play's broken out. He backpedals. He's got Jay Foreman right in his face. And watch as it just stays open. I mean, it just stays alive. That's all he did. Charles Lee just kind of watches and looks for an open area, runs to it, and that's just two guys making a play. What a great job.
72 yards it is, and here's a pitch back to Thomas Jones. And the Texans come hitting. Steve Martin, veteran nose tackle out of Missouri, 99, makes the stop. So Lee has really been a productive guy in his fourth year out of Central Florida. A great comeback story. He's caught a couple of times and brought back.
You know, it's amazing what happens when a guy just gets another chance at a right situation in the right place. And, you know, Gruden just went to him and said, you know, when Keyshawn Johnson was let go, said, you're going to play. And when you get that nod from your head coach, it does a lot of things to your psyche. I mean, you say, all right, this is my chance. You turn everything up and you do some things maybe you never thought you could do before. And Lee has really come through.
One of the things he's done, he's caught 19 passes in the last 4 games, including today. And in his wisdom, Brad Johnson throws the ball away as the heat was coming up the middle from the nose tackle, Steve Martin.
If you wonder why that wasn't grounding, it was inside the tackle box. But what happens is if a quarterback throws it out of the end zone or gets a lot of air under it and it gets past the line of scrimmage, that they don't call that. As you see the sun coming out
here. It looks like Florida.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, 4 hours ago, I mean, they were soaking this. This field was, they were getting squeegees out on the tarp. I mean, it was really wet here.
They did some job getting this field.
Oh, they really did. And the field looks great.
Amazing the amount of rain that fell. They had it covered, squeegeed it off, rolled up the tarp, and you have a perfect playing surface. Johnson, fastball, almost picked off as he comes in low. So they get the 72-yard pass play and first and goal inside the Texans 10. But no touchdown, and they'll send out Martin Gramatica once again.
You see, this was McCree just stepping in, and Brad Johnson just trying to give McCardell a chance, and that play was going nowhere, and Brad Johnson just took a gamble, but it's not going to cost him this time. And this is important, though. Even though the Bucs didn't get the touchdown, they answered with a big play, a great momentum grabber back, and they can answer the field goal that the Texans came out of halftime and got.
And this will be a 26-yarder. Martin has hit from 36 and 23 today in as many tries. High snap, good set down, and the ball is driven through. Well, he salutes his holder, Tom Tupa, who got the high snap and gave him a perfect hold. And the Bucs build their lead now to 16-3.
Do you have the right truck?
Black coffee to go.
Does your truck have better resale value than Ford and Dodge? A Silverado half-ton pickup does.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, is this your truck?
What's it going for? What do you mean, what's it going for?
Let me make you an offer.
It's not for sale.
Leave it here. It's for sale.
It's not for sale.
Silverado. It's the right truck from Chevy. Silverado is the only full-size pickup available with OnStar.
Wow, they smell great.
Did someone bring a bouquet?
Actually, it's more like a bouquet.
Now pick up a fresh holiday meal with all the fixings and get a large popcorn chicken free. For Kitchen Fresh Chicken, you got a KFC What's Cooking.
Zales half-carat princess cut diamond ring for just $1.99. Stunning and unforgettable. Oh, look, it matches her perfectly. Exclusively at Zales, making moments last a lifetime.
What you seeing didn't start with LL today. Take it from me. Run DMC paved the way with Jam Master J. The KINGs. Run D and Dr. Pepper. That's originality. The taste of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. The taste of originality. Salutes individuality. Individual. Gives life personality. Be you. Do what you do. Be you. Be you. Nothing better than Dr. Pepper. Run DMC and Jam Dr. Pepper.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by KFC Popcorn Chicken. Want 100% chicken breast in fun-sized bites? You got a KFC What's Cooking. And by Dr. Pepper and your local Dr. Pepper bottler. Be you. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper.
Back to Raymond James Stadium. There is Warren Sapp, inactive today because of an ailing heel. John Gruden, though, very well pleased with some of his backups like Chartrick Darby, Ellis Wims, and a guy Cleveland Pinckney has been activated. He was in there some today as a defensive tackle. Now the kickoff hit downfield, and here comes J.J. Moses crossing the 10 and the 20. And then thrown out of bounds by Aaron Stecker. Who is the best all-around running back in the American Conference? Is it Priest Holmes, Edgerrin James, Jamal Lewis, Clinton Portis, Fred Taylor, or LaDainian Tomlinson? Cast your vote at NFL.com. That's a tough call. They're all something.
I like this guy because of his ability in the passing game. I mean, it's hard to argue with Clinton Portis getting 5 touchdowns last week.
How about Lewis, though? He's going to go for 2,000 this year, it looks like.
Wish I could have all those guys in my fantasy team.
And then you have, San Diego, LaDainian Tomlinson having a bad year of the Chargers, but he's having a big year. There's Chris Sims, the rookie quarterback, who loves being down here, the former Texas player, son of Phil Sims. And he's really well positioned. He's got a terrific quarterback coach. He said the senior quarterbacks here, the guys in front of him, Johnson and Sean King, have been terrific to him. First down, handoff goes, and Dominic Davis is cut down by the man they call Booger McFarland, Anthony Booger McFarland from LSU.
What a play McFarland makes. Watch as he just bolts through, submarines and crawls on his hands and knees right into the backfield. That is a sensational play by a defensive tackle, and that's why the Bucs are the best defense around. They've got guys up front, and they don't even have their best player in Warren Sapp. They got guys up front, 4 guys all the time, no matter who they put in there, that can make a difference in the game, and that helps the entire defense.
I tell you, Sapp is really into the game, though. He's right on the sideline. Vern, here's the line of scrimmage. Here is Ragone. You can't hesitate against this team. Greg Spires comes off the flank at the 3rd sack of the day for the Buccaneers of Dave Ragone.
You go back over the years, Don, and see about what makes a championship team with a defense, and they'll have one thing, all of them. They have a defensive front with defensive linemen that they can come in waves. The Tampa Bay front 4 with Warren Sapp, Anthony McFarland, Rice, Greg Spires, Chartrick Darby, Ellis Wims, and today Cleveland Pinckney. You put any 4 of those guys in there and they can play.
A loss of 9 yards for the Texans on the last 2 plays. 3rd and long yardage. Ragone takes a look. Swings it out and has to throw low as the pressure was on him again. And again it was McFarland overpowering.
And that's why they're a championship team too. Even the guys on the sideline are way into it, Don.
Let's check out what's going on with the Bills as we go to Jim Nantz in New York.
All right, guys, Steve McNair sitting today. Billy Volek taking over. He fumbles. Pat Williams picks it up, and the Bills run it in for a 17-6 lead. They have only 90 yards total offense, but lead by 11. Let's go back to you.
Thank you, Jim. Your former team, Steve, are playing awfully good at the end of the season. Whether or not they'll get in this like Tampa Bay, they're going to have to win out and get help. Here's the punt. Reggie Barlow goes wide. And terrific special teams play. And special teams play solid all year under Joe Marciano, special teams coach of the Texans. 53-yard punt and no return. That's big-time special teams.
At Miller, we brew great tasting beer because you can get in line and take what they give you, or you can make your own choice. Miller, good call.
He's watching me. All the time. I can't see him, but he's out there.
I sense it.
On the diamond, on the court,
On the track.
he pushes himself to be better than me. Better than me.
Better than me.
Better than me. To be better than me. Training to beat me. All by himself. He's watched my career.
Studied my moves.
He knows my game.
Knows my strength.
Looking for my weakness. I don't know him. I don't know him.
I don't know him.
But he knows me. Is it you?
Welcome to the world where competition never sleeps. The ultimate online battleground, where you can take on anyone, anytime, anywhere. This is the EA Sports Nation, and it's only on PlayStation 2. EA Sports. It's in the game.
It began with 16. Now it's down to 4. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Dara, Sassy Sandra,
I can get out too.
Lil, or Survivor's most notorious liar, Johnny Rotten.
I'm the king of men and they're women.
He's an ass.
The Survivor season finale and live reunion show tonight after 60 Minutes.
Tonight on 60 Minutes, the complete story of the capture of Saddam Hussein. Tonight on 60 Minutes. Captured alive today was Saddam Hussein by U.S. forces in Hussein's hometown of Tikrit, Iraq. 60 Minutes has the complete story tonight. It is first down and 10 now for Brad Johnson as he hands off and gives the ball to Thomas Jones, and he works off tackle for a gain of about 4. Close to the 38-yard line, tackled by Jay Foreman.
Interesting, as the Bucks break that huddle, they sprint to the line of scrimmage, act like they're going to quick snap it, and throw another element of unsureness or hesitation into the Texan defense, and then they go into their normal shift and routine. They do everything offensively for the Bucks to put a defense in an unsure frame of mind, and it has really helped them.
Yeah, hard-hitting, tenacious defense of the Texans trying to attack and turn the ball over, but Johnson's not turned it over. Here's a throw up the middle and a pass interference marker thrown in from way away from the play.
I think that might be down at the bottom of the screen, away from the ball.
He was that side judge was way away from the play, but had a good look at it.
It was on the backside.
Illegal hands to the face. 42 defense, 5 yards, automatic first down.
Call goes on Marcus Coleman, and it's a first down for the Bucks.
And indeed, he was on the other side of the field, and that happened right at the snap. He was working against Ricky Dudley.
Kenny Wright gets the call against him.
And that's... He was working against, McKeenan McCardell he was working against, and got the flag. They tried to jam him at the line of scrimmage, and his hands got too high.
Johnson goes back to his prime runner, Thomas Jones, and the Houston defense is up to it as they make the stop. Jamie Sharper is the first man to hit him.
This is the penalty right here. As Coleman comes up, he kind of comes in late, and
it is Coleman.
And there it is. Gets his one-hand shot to the face. You can't do that. You
League
can't hit
is tough, Steve, as you know, on hands to the head.
Yeah, you can't jab the guy to the side of the head. You can't do it in a pass rush. You can't do it in the quarterback in the pocket. You can't do it as a defensive back on a receiver.
Third quarter, as you see, winding down now to 4 minutes to play in it. It was 13-0 Tampa Bay at the half. Now a 16-3 game. Johnson with a deep drop. Airs it out over the middle. A beautifully conceived pass play. McCardell with the hands catch. No body catchers here as an 11-yard gain is recorded in a first down.
Well, Keenan McCardell for a long time was considered that number 2 guy, the guy that ran the inside routes. Watch here. This is what he's so good at. He runs out there, 6 guys standing out there. He just gets in the middle of them and makes himself available. He turns around, puts his hands up, and Brad Johnson can gun it in. I mean, he just has a great feel for when he's running through the middle of traffic, when to stop and look for the football and make a really nice target for the quarterback and give the quarterback some confidence that he is open.
He's been terrific. He's now has his 5th 1,000-yard receiving season, McCardell, as they go to Charles Lee. Get the ball in his hands.
Lee, the ball carrier.
McCardell blocking well on the play, a 6-yard gain.
As Lee came around, Keenan McCardell peeled back and hit the defensive back, Kenny Wright. Watch. McCardell's going to come back and get the pursuit right there. And gave him an extra 5 yards as Coleman pushes him out of bounds. And that's team offense. Watch as Kenny Wright, boom, gets hit. And those are the kind of things that you do for your teammates. That's why it's a team game, Don. Everybody's looking out for each other.
And the Bucks playing a great team game on offense, led by their quarterback, Brad Johnson, a 2-time Pro Bowl player. He takes a drop. It's sideline and overshoots. Brad Johnson started his career out of Florida State with the Minnesota Vikings. He was there for 7 years, didn't even play his first 2 years.
You see there, he's kind of laughing himself. That was a bad throw. He's laughing like, wow, how did I throw that? Keenan McCardell even watched that go over his head, and he was laughing. And you can do that when you've got a 13-point lead deep into the third quarter, but Brad Johnson, you won't see him make a bad throw like that very often.
He came to the Tampa Bay Bucks in 2001 as a free agent from the Redskins. He'd been at Vikings 7 years, 2 years with Washington, now in his second year with the Tampa Bay Bucks, including a Super Bowl championship year. They're down, needing a long 4, and wanting to be sure he's in sync with his coordinator. He calls a timeout.
You know, Brad Johnson, you talk about that throw he just made, and you saw his numbers a moment ago. He's not one of those guys that's going to have those 500-yard days passing. He'll throw for 403 yards and 4 touchdowns. But you know what? As you mentioned earlier, Don, his teams win. And he is one of those guys that is an NFL passer for one reason. He can stand in the pocket and beat you. You know, a lot of things has said about is Michael Vick, and he's the new age quarterback. At this level, you need a guy that can do what Brad Johnson does, stand there in the pocket and beat you.
And he's done a lot of that. A career winning percentage of over 62% as a starter. Had his own parade in Black Mountain, North Carolina, where he's from, after the Super Bowl.
How many streets are there in Black Mountain, North Carolina?
There's got to be a Brad Johnson Boulevard.
I think there should be.
Johnson putting up very consistent good numbers today for Coach Gruden. 15 of 24 for 216 yards.
Third down 4 at the 39.
Third down arises. You need 4. Timing throw. The ball is caught by McCardell. Unbelievable catch.
That deserves a little spin.
I don't know how you can. That's unbelievable. 13-yard gain.
And then he plays it off like there's no big thing. Watch this catch.
Off his shoe top.
Behind him on his shoe tops, falling down, makes the grab. 3rd and 5. It's a first down, and he gets up, spins the ball, walks off like it's another day at the office.
That's what the receivers will tell you. The high balls that look so glamorous jumping up, that's easy. It's the low ball below your waist.
No question. You're right, Don. That's why it's such a spectacular catch. It doesn't look great because you're falling down stuff, and the high ones look graceful. Those are the tough ones that he just made.
Now they go to the run into Thomas Jones, and the door is slammed at about the 26-yard line. A first down carry of less than 2. Eric Brown, the strong safety, makes the stop. A guy can deliver a hit. He's a black belt in Taekwondo, is Eric Brown. And he's got the regard of the Buccaneer coaches. They're all talking about him. He said he's all over hitting the people on the field.
You come to an NFL camp, and, you know, in training camp, there's a lot of fights going on. You know, guys are trying to make the club, and there's a lot of emotion. You don't pick a fight with a guy, the black belt. I mean, that's a guy, he gets free run in the secondary. Nobody's going to cross him.
A big impact hitter from Mississippi State, Eric Brown, and now the handoff. Thomas Jones runs the ball and gets inside the 25-yard line, a gain of about 3. Bring up a 3rd down and 5.
And this is the point. You can see what happened after halftime when the Bucs were able to answer the opening drive of the second half of the Texans. They came down, got a field goal, had a nice drive. The Bucs answered immediately, and now the Bucs are just saying, okay, this is it. We're going to run this clock. We're going to run the football. We're going to move the chains. Forget about the big plays. We're going to get first downs when we need them. That's John Gruden. I think it's a smart way to manage a game. And I think he doesn't get enough credit for the way he calls and manages a game on the sideline as a head coach.
Well, that's his specialty. He's going to be GM. He wants to work with the quarterbacks. Here's a ball to the end zone, and it overthrown to Michael Pittman. And that means Martin Gramatica comes out. He comes out with a little bounce in his step now that he's hit 3 of 3 today. CBS Monday is all new, starting with Yes Dear and Still Standing. Then it's the Emmy Award-winning best comedy, Everybody Loves Raymond, and the new hit comedy, 2.5 Men, followed by Monday's #1 drama, CSI Miami, plus an all-new Late Show with David Letterman. That's Monday here on CBS, America's most-watched network.
I watched in warm-up as Martin Gramatica hit one from 54 yards in warm-ups from the exact same hatch. This one is only 41.
He's made a comeback today, Steve, after struggling. He booms another one. This one is tipped into the end zone. So the Texans get a piece of it and get the salute from their coach, Don Capers. And that brings it down to 9 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Tell you what, Eric Brown got through and tipped that, I believe, but that is something that's going to hurt Martin Gramatica's confidence, and it shouldn't. That was not his fault. That kick got off on time, and it also came out with not a bad snap, and he got it up, and it was not a low kick. That is not Martin Gramatica's fault. That's a breakdown in protection. You'll watch as the pressure comes. And they just got too much penetration.
And the Texans take over the ball at their 31-yard line. Davis stacked up. He's had to work hard for his yard today. Davis has carried 12 times for 51 yards. Dominic wants to own a barber shop someday, he told me once. Something like Cedric the Entertainer's barber shop in a movie. It's 16-3 at the end of 3. Back to Tampa in a moment.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. The NFL is also on Saturday. 2 of the top teams battle it out when Kansas City drives into Minnesota next Saturday on CBS.
Catch CSI Miami Mondays on CBS. It's all here.
Things grow fast around here, especially the crowd that's moving to Dodge Ram, because Ram is the fastest growing full-size pickup in the Southeast, easily beating Ford and Chevy. You can make Ram move fast too with an available best-in-class 345 horsepower Hemi. Add the protection of Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty and your choice of a big cash allowance or low financing, and you've got a growing list of reasons why you should join the crowd headed to your Southeast Dodge dealer for the best values in America.
The Infiniti G35, 260 horsepower, sport-tuned suspension, and 6-speed manual transmission. A dream to drive. The Infiniti G35.
Look again, look again.
Here's something you definitely want to look at. The all-new 2004 Ford F-150. This bestseller's been totally redesigned, with 4 doors on every model, including regular cabs, and the highest available payload and towing in its class. Lease it now for a mere $299 a month for 39 months. Take a closer look at it today when you visit your local Southern Ford dealer.
Where you been? Look again.
Coach John Gruden just saw a blocked field goal attempt, a nemesis from earlier in the season that cost them games. This reaction after the field goal was blocked.
When you come off the field and your coach is like that, you go to the other end of the bench.
A quick out. They get the ball in the hands of their best receiver, rookie Andre Johnson.
You can see they're trying to give Dave Ragone someplace to throw the football, get it in the hands of Andre Johnson, just trying to make some positive yards on 2nd and long, and this is what they're up against. The Tampa Bay defense absolutely crushed them in that last series. Dave Ragone not able to get anything done.
This crowd now exhorting the Tampa Bay Bucs defense, the best scoring defense in the NFL. From the standpoint of the fewest points allowed. Ragone, man, he had a chance but didn't release the ball, and he's sacked again. The game moves so fast when you're inexperienced at quarterback.
The 4th sack of the day, and you talk about this Buc defense, they haven't done it today, but they have at least 1 takeaway in 54 straight games. And watch as this pocket collapses on Ragone. He just can't bring himself to pull the trigger. And at this level, Don, he's going to learn you got to pull the trigger.
And that was Cleveland Pinckney, Steve, who was just activated today from the practice squad and got the sack. And so the Texans have to punt again. Chad Stanley hits the ball high. Coming up on it is Barlow. Living dangerously, no fair catch signal.
What a play.
And very good special teams play indeed. Jason Bell, their best kick coverer, makes the hit for the Texans. A 43-yard punt and no return.
Introducing the first SUV with a power sliding rear roof.
Whoa.
The
new GMC Envoy XUV. Professional-grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
It will be before these walls that the doom of our time shall be decided.
Here we make our stand.
We come to it at last.
Rated T for teen.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Steak and mushrooms. He likes a little blue cheese. I like skillet sensations. You're back at Applebee's.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Meet Blue Cash from American Express.
A holiday treat as two of college basketball's perennial powerhouses collide. The Kentucky Wildcats take on the Indiana Hoosiers next Saturday on CBS.
Ready now to start this drive at the 20-yard line. Just across it are the Tampa Bay Bucks, whose defense has dominated this game just as it did at New Orleans last week. Straight up the middle, Thomas Jones rockets ahead on a first down carry for 12 yards and a first down. Kenny Wright makes the stop.
Well, it continues for the Buccaneers offense. Continue to riddle this defense with the run game right up the middle. Watch as Jamie Sharper, 55, tries to get a blitz in the run game to make something happen, and the Bucs go right by it. Perfect play call against that defense.
John Gruden, as you know, Steve, says you can never have enough speed. He feels they really upgraded the running back speed when they put Thomas Jones in there. A great burst. He runs again on first down. Coming up on the Subway postgame show, join Jim, Dan, Dion, and Boomer for all of today's scores, stats, and highlights. Plus, they will be up to the second with the playoff picture. That's coming up on the Subway postgame show.
As we talked about, you're right, Don, they did get an upgrade in speed with Jones in the backfield. And one of the things that this Texan defense has lacked this year due to the injuries is a lack of speed. They are not as fast as they want to be defensively due to the injuries they've had. And look at how Sharper has been carrying the load defensively. 15 tackles and a forced fumble.
They, of course, are going to draft defense this year in the next draft. The next April as Jones carries again. Now they go to a control the clock mode of football right now, the Bucs with a commanding lead.
When you talk about this Texan team and Dom Capers and the plans they have for the future, you know, they are going to draft probably defensive players, but you got to think when they draft, they've gotten it right. David Carr, he seems to be the right guy at quarterback for them. And also their other number one, Andre Johnson, seems to be a hit. I mean, they got it right on both those, and if they go the same way on the other side of the ball, you know, they're going to get a playmaker on the defensive side, which is what they've needed this year.
They'd like to get Tommy Harris from Oklahoma, but so would 31 other teams.
Starting to rain now again here.
Ball is slapped back. Well done by the defense as Steve Foley comes in. Number 58 gets a hand on it. The ball was in play. These two states are two of the mother-lode franchises of high school talent, Florida and Texas. And you want to see a great game. See North Shore of Texas play Armwood of Florida, the two big class state champions. It's like top Division I football.
Well, any roster you go to across the NFL, you're going to have your share of guys who grew up in Florida and guys who grew up in Texas.
I know when the Jets won the Super Bowl years ago, they had so many guys. University of Texas, somebody called it the Jets, the University of Texas at New York. Here's a kick down to J.J. Moses inside the 10-yard line. He, with a stutter step, loses some people and then is swept under. Not very big, but he's been a producer all season. Roniel Whitaker is the guy who makes the stop on him, along with Scott Frost. 50-yard punt, 9-yard return.
So we're all set for Hawaii. Flight, hotel. Hey, look, we can book surfing lessons.
I've always wanted to try that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
everything that's right?
Perfect.
Really?
You're a natural.
Or we can go horseback riding.
Okay.
Activities. Another way Expedia helps you create the trip that's right for you.
Expedia.com.
EOS Rebel TI. Get into it.
In your eyes, there's only one woman in the world. This Christmas, celebrate her. A diamond is forever.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Expedia.com. Don't just travel. Travel right. MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And by the one and only Dockers Stain Defender.
The only thing he's missing, Steve, is the parrot on his shoulder.
I don't know if he's got a peg leg or not. I can't see.
Now, deep in their own end, the Texans try to get something going, and Dominic Davis is stopped by Rondé Barber. Last week in beating the Saints at New Orleans, the Bucs sacked New Orleans quarterback Aaron Brooks 7 times and forced 4 fumbles by Brooks. They recovered 3, and today they have dominated Ragone, sacking him 4 times, holding him to 51 yards passing.
And that front 4 continues to do it as they got some help from Rondé Barber in the backfield. But as long as that Tampa Bay front 4, whoever they put in there, can dominate like the Bucs have today, they're going to be in every single game.
But the question is, can they win enough and get enough help the rest of the way to make it to the playoffs? I think they got Atlanta coming in here next. They'll be looking at a 3-4 defense.
You talk about the playoffs, and this is Tampa Bay down here, still not out of it. But you know what? You just get the feel Dallas is just looking over their shoulder. I mean, they started out like a house on fire, and now they've stumbled a little bit, and it's going to be a question of can they finish strong enough to hang on.
Can Dallas's defense get them there? Because the Dallas quarterbacking and running game is coming back now to hurt him down the stretch run. It's just not good enough.
Yes,
defense is terrific.
Yes, people around the league, and that's what they say. They're going to have to get better play from Quincy Carter in their running game.
There is a terrific catch. Coming up with the ball is Andre Johnson. 9-yard gain. How about the Jaguars and the Patriots? Scoreboard is changing, and Jim Nance has the news.
All right, thank you, Don. And the weather's changing. The snow has now reached Foxborough, and the lead is 2 touchdowns. Brady throws his 2nd touchdown pass of the day. This with the Troy Brown, and it's 20-6 inside 10 minutes. Let's go back to Tampa.
The storm moves on, huh, Don?
I tell you. Whatever happened to global warming?
It was just
what a false alarm that was.
Cool joke.
Those polar ice caps will be melting any time. We're in real trouble. I don't think so. Here is Ragone sacked again back at the 26-yard line. 5th sack of the day. I'll tell you one thing. Things may have gone wrong for this Buccaneer team at different times during the season, but if they get in the playoffs, look out.
Well, you can watch Greg Spires, who comes around, steps right in underneath, and as Ragone gets chased to step up, there's somebody there to catch him. And this defensive line works so well together. You get the speed rushers on the outside, and Ragone's looking everywhere for Simeon Rice. He steps forward to escape that, and he steps right into the arms of the defensive tackle.
Back to the run. And Dominic Davis fighting for every inch. The Buffalo Bills heading into Nashville today to play the Titans. Here's Jim.
All right, guys, and they're about to start the 4th quarter. The lead is down to 3 after a Bledsoe fumble. Billy Volek finds Aaron Kinney, and they convert on a 2-point try as well. 17-14 Bills. And let's go back to Don and Steve.
Thank you, Jim. How about your old team, the Bills? They need some help, but they're looking better.
Well, better may not be enough at this point of the season for the Bills or the Buccaneers.
Now it is 3rd down and 13 for the Texans. Ragone. I mean, you throw a 6-yard pass when you need 13 yards.
Yeah,
it's not going to work.
If you're going to throw a 6-yard pass, you better make sure the guy's got some room to run, and Davis had none. And Ragone, I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Don. It's a rough afternoon for Dave Ragone and the Texan offense, but he's going to be better because of this. I talked to Peyton Manning. You and I have both talked to him. He says he learned a lot in his rookie season in the 4th quarter, some very rough ball games. And if you can use it as a learning experience, it'll make you a better pro down the line.
Well, Peyton, of course, took every snap as a rookie with the Colts. They were 3-13. Next year, they were 13-3. Biggest turnaround in NFL history from one season to the next. Here's Reggie Barlow looking for a gap, and he breaks it across the 30-yard line. And his punt return is to the 32. Warren Sapp, I mean, this man is pumped. He's enjoying this. 47-yard punt and an 11-yard return.
Romeo.
Juliet.
I love you.
Ditto.
Die.
Marry him.
Never.
No. You.
Better now. No.
Kiss.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
Sometimes all it takes is a switch. So find out if switching to new Levitra is your next move. Ask your doctor if a free sample is right for you. Ask about new Levitra.
The one and only Docker Stain Defender.
Multifunctional, adaptable, retractable. It's the sport utility with more utility. The new GMC Envoy XUV. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to. GMC Professional Grade Engineering.
CBS Thursday, a dead teen.
Seems to me an act of rage.
An unusual weapon.
That's a hammerhead.
One of our hammers had blood on it.
Will lead CSI into a teenage wasteland.
I'm so stupid.
And an unexpected twist.
It doesn't make sense.
You know what I hate? People who hurt kids.
All new CSI, CBS Thursday.
We're back to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, home of the world champion Buccaneers, looking like champions today in a season where they have yet to win consecutive games. Well, they won last week at New Orleans, and they're winning handily today in the 4th quarter. Don Criqui with Steve Tasker as they run the clock with Thomas Jones. Here you go, Steve.
Well, that's been in odd-numbered games, even-numbered games. And it's that simple. When it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, they're 6-1. And in even-numbered games, they can't win. And this is the reason.
Our producer today for CBS Sports is Victor Frank. Our director, Kathy Barretto. The executive producers of the NFL and CBS are Sean McManus and Tony Petitti. Associate director, Sean Gerchikoff. Production associate, Sarah Rinaldi. We'll get to all these great people, the men and women of CBS Sports, who bring you NFL football every week. As Thomas Jones runs the ball and gets it close to the 38-yard line. He's taken down by Antoine Peak, a guy they think is going to be a tremendous player for the Texans. 98.
You see there Brad Johnson's numbers, and once again, listen, no TDs, no interceptions. I think the no interceptions, I think, is more important in today's NFL than anything.
And Jones, Steve, getting a load of carries. He's run the ball 28 times today for 109 yards. Including that 18-yard touchdown run.
Thomas Jones had the kind of day that Dominic Davis needed to have.
Yeah, Davis has been getting carries, but not the production. Here's a long ball downfield. And the penalty marker is fired in as the receiver may have been shielded away from the ball by Fagans. DeMarcus Fagans may have bumped him illegally. They're going to McCardell.
Illegal contact, 38 of the defense, 5 yards, automatic first down.
When you said it earlier, Don, a deep ball, there's two good things that can happen, a reception or a pass interference, and that's no question. He pushed him to the sidelines, and you can't do that. That was well past 5 yards, and then he cut him off, made the catch.
Heck of the catch.
And, you know, in that situation, you know, make the referee make a call, but the call was made before the ball was even there.
They might try DeMarcus on the other side of the ball.
Well, they may seek him out if they feel like they need to get a first down again. You can make no question about it. But right now, you can bet there's going to be another run play up between the tackles.
Now the rain intensifies here in Tampa Bay as the Bucs go back to the run into Thomas Jones, who rockets into the middle of the Texans defense. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7.
As the rain comes down, let's look at the AFC playoff picture.
Cincinnati winning today.
And this is the intriguing one right here. You know, all these teams within a game. And somebody's going to, one guy's going to be in, one team's going to be out. And Tennessee is trailing Buffalo at this point.
Well, right now, Steve, I think it's pretty apparent that Denver is playing better football than Miami.
Yeah, no question. In Miami, given their reputation in December, it's easy kind of to count them out premature.
Both arms on the ball, and Thomas Jones continues to gain plus yards and to run the clock. It's down to 4:51 in running.
And you see there the rain's coming down. You know, we're in Florida, and when it rains down here, I've noticed it doesn't fool around. It's hard. And it looks like, I mean, this place is emptying out like people forgot something at home and they want to run get. I mean, they are bolting out of here. And it's coming down hard.
Yeah, but Bay bolting out the yards, too. You see the big, overwhelming offensive numbers of the Tampa Bay Bucs over the Texans, including total plays, 61 to 42. 3rd down, needing a long 4. Brad Johnson rolls out, dumps it off, and the catch is made by Michael Pittman. Buccaneer first down. Monday, at an all-new Late Show, Dave welcomes Lord of the Rings star Liv Tyler, plus music from Alicia Keys. And Tuesday, don't miss the winner of Survivor, Dave's all-new All This Week.
And there you go. I mean, I can't. It's like the place caught on fire and everybody's running for the exit, and it was rain. I mean, it came down and hit hard. I don't know if it's still raining as hard as it was, but
fire wouldn't last long today. With that automatic sprinkling system working. Game plan is as fundamental as it gets, and Thomas Jones breaks it up the middle. A gain of 13 yards and a first down.
And this is at the point where you can start to see the Texans, you know, they kind of see the writing on the wall. And they're trying to get this ball back with under 4 minutes to go, and they just can't stop the run.
Jones with 31 carries now, Steve, for 127 yards. And the touchdown.
And that touchdown run was an 18-yard run that he carried 3 defenders into the end zone on. And I mean, they needed a game like that from him. You always need a run game, but let's face it, Don, you have a great defense and a great running game.
You're tough to beat. That's
tough to beat.
And the touchdown run by Thomas Jones came today in the first quarter on the Buccaneers' first possession. That was the first time this season that these world champions have scored points in the first possession of any game.
You know, we spoke in the open about what these two teams had to do to win. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had to stop the penalties, and for the most part, they have done it. They had one bad penalty, really, in the whole game that brought back a 48-yard run. But then Houston had to get the ball to Dominic Davis at least 30 times, and they have not been able to do that because they've been ineffective. And whichever team we said started fastest would probably be able to hang on to win. All 3 of those keys were right on the money because the Buccaneers scored on their opening possession and never looked back.
Yeah, the team that scores first this season in the NFL wins about 63% of the time as Jones carries again. But winning on the road, as you know, Steve, from all your years as a player, is so hard in this league. Road teams are winning 39%, losing, you know, most of the time on the road. In fact, 5 teams have no road wins at all this season. Oakland, Jacksonville, Detroit, San Francisco, and Arizona.
And you see there, you're wondering what they're doing with Dom Capers. His headphones went down, and he had to get them switched out and trying to get them hooked back up. But you're right, Don, and the great Bill Walsh told you, nobody knows how tough it is to win games in this league.
One thing the Buck defense hasn't done today is take the ball away. They've had turnovers in 54 consecutive games before today. No turnover today by the Bucks.
It's simple, really. If we could get everybody in the country to drive the all-new Chevy Malibu, we think you'd agree. It's just about perfect.
The new Chevy Malibu, available with OnStar. Visit ChevyMalibu.com for details.
Digital photography. HP. Invent.
Introducing Remington's new Titanium Smart System, the only shaver that combines the sharpness of titanium-coated blades with the technology to automatically clean itself. It could just make all other shavers obsolete.
In life, you can choose to give up or find the courage to keep fighting.
I just think this horse has a lot of heart.
There it is! Seabiscuit.
Don't stop, boy. Don't ever stop.
Own and give the DVD and video December 16th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Wachovia Securities. Together, we can achieve uncommon results. And by the new Chevy Malibu. Your private Malibu showing starts at ChevyMalibu.com.
We're back. And reminding you that the Subway post-game show is coming up next. As the mathematical permutations start to grow in numbers, we come down the stretch looking for those playoff teams.
You need to brush up on your trigonometry to decipher that playoff.
All that new math we need. Well, now that they've gone to the 8-division format, no wild card team will have a road game or have a home game. The wild card teams are going to have to win 3 on the road to get to the Super Bowl in the new format. And that's a long shot. Here is a pitch back to Thomas Jones.
Thomas Jones on the run.
And it's Tampa Bay.
Now a break in the action as the Bucks continue to lead the game 16-3.
Oh, Cedric, this is perfect.
Yeah, just you, me, and 6 of our best friends.
Ooh.
You know, I feel so good. I could just...
Oh, Cedric, I love when you dance.
I got a fire in my face, girl.
Ooh, Cedric.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Cedric.
I know a little something about making good moves. Make your move. Talk to your doctor about Viagra today.
To learn more, race over to Viagra.com.
Looking for a great holiday gift? Come into Burger King and pick up Burger Bucks gift certificates.
I think that's a great idea.
And make sure you take home the latest Cat in the Hat ornament for yourself.
Humana, humana, humana.
Oh, no!
What can a toy store teach us about disciplined investing? Not everything that catches your eye is worth buying. At Wachovia Securities, we learn from the world around us to help you find investments that are right for you. Together, we can achieve uncommon results. Wachovia Securities.
The complete story of the capture of Saddam Hussein, tonight on 60 Minutes.
For
4 castaways left. Who will be the ultimate survivor?
I'm the king of men and they're women.
Could it be Johnny Rotten? The Survivor finale and live reunion show tonight after 60 Minutes.
Don Criqui with Steve Tasker back in Tampa, Florida, where the Buccaneers looking to even their season record at 7-7. Today they have dominated, Steve, total yards. It's almost 4-1.
Houston with 106 yards offense. It's the lowest output of the year for them. And here's Grammatic. His last attempt was blocked from this same distance the other direction.
This will be a 41-yard attempt by Martin Gramatica. And that one is going to be wide left. There's a penalty marker down.
I think this is going to be a leverage.
Leaping over the back?
Yeah, that you can't leap up to block the kick. Right? You can't leap up to block the kick and land on people. Anybody, your own players or theirs.
In college you can, but not in the NFL.
We have unsportsmanlike leaping on the defense. They ran for more than a yard and leaped to attempt to block it.
Unsportsmanlike leaping.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
There's something you don't see every day.
It takes a true sportsman to be able to leap, but
well, they get it. You can't run from any further back than 1 yard, and you see right up here, he ran from about 3 yards deep and took a leap. Got some good height too, and also he falls.